like everybody's talking about Kabali, 23 million hits for that teaser alone, and so much anticipation. And you've been one of the very few crew members who's been very accessible to a lot of people, right? So I'm sure a lot of people are giving you a lot of feedback as the editor of Kabali. And so, what is the best compliment that you've heard from people?
I mean, the teaser's reach was phenomenal, and we never expected it to reach to come to that level.
I
Actually,
mean, even for a Rajni film?
I mean, not 23 million. We know it would get to some point, but not this. So that's created a kind of like curiosity among the people as to what the whole film is going to be about, and there's a lot of conversation going on Twitter. All the fans have been sending us requests, what to include, what not to include, and how we should present Rajni sir.
Oh, they are directing the film.
Yes. So you'd be surprised if I tell you there hasn't been a day since this project was announced where I didn't get any suggestions or advices or whatever.
What's the craziest advice or suggestion that you've got?
Like just now, like an hour ago, one of the fans messaged me and said, if you're going to chop off any Rajni sir scenes, make sure that you put it across and keep it safe, so that when we want it, we'll ask you to put it across online. And I'm like, okay, fine.
It's almost like they're putting a knife on your throat.
No, it just goes on to prove how much of fan following he still has.
True.
I think this is like the third gen of
Rajni
fans, and everyone's crazy about the film. There have been people have been trying to imitate his look patterns, his hairstyles, his beard, his clothes, everything you can name it.
Right.
So it's kind of like, how do I put it? The hype itself is a little scary for us, because as in, we don't want them to come in and understand that this is like whatever they project is. We're trying to match it up to their expectations. So let's see.
Right. Now, as an editor, you've worked on more than 60 films. It's a great run. Like what, less than 10 years now, is it?
Less than 10. Yeah.
No, so on an average, how many films are you working on, or any given point of time?
About 8 to 10 is generally where we stand.
8 to 10 at any given point of time?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's for the past 3 years. It's gotten a little. The volume has gone up because a lot more projects were coming along my way, and all of them were either friends or great and exciting projects and bigger ones.
So you couldn't say no to any of them.
No, that's one part. You'll also want to be part of your friend's vision.
True.
So that has been what I've been trying to do. It is also exciting projects because everyone's trying to make something new, and to be. I should thank God for making me part of all these ventures. So hopefully this run continues.
Right. Now, you've been working with Ranjit, the director of Kabali, right from his first film, Attakati.
No, actually, Attakati I didn't work.
Okay.
I didn't work on Attakati. Madras was when.
But you knew him before, right? Because
no, I don't know. I know Ranjit way since Chennai 28 Days, because he was working for Venkat Prabhu. He was one of the assistant directors. So I've known him since then.
Okay.
He has narrated all his scripts to me. In fact, even he wanted us to go watch a special preview of Attakati once it was done, and he's always been close.
Right. Now, just a little while ago, I met Mr. Murli, the cinematographer of the film, and he had something very interesting to say about Kabali as such and how Paranjit has brought in his flavor. He says it's a Rajni's film and also it has a Ranjit's flavor to it.
Yeah.
Would you agree to that?
Of course, 100%.
So, what is his Ranjit's flavor that we should be...
Ranjit, I would say, look, he's a very grounded, honest filmmaker, and the films that he makes are very realistic in nature. He doesn't dramatize it, he doesn't cinematize it as such. Okay. So you can relate to it, you can see that happening in everyone's life. So that is the flavor that he's carried across in all his films. And to imagine Rajni sir coming into that space itself was a huge thing. But Rajni sir was, I think he wanted him to reinvent himself. And that's one of the reasons why Ranjit was offered this. We were all excited when it was first offered, and we wanted to showcase him, Rajni sir, in a way that none of the other filmmakers have shown him. Right. So, and how do we do that? It all started from there. The past 1 year, Ranjit has done his research from Malaysian, he's gone talk to Malaysian gangsters who are part of, all these gangs, and he has observed how they talk, what are the lingo, whatever the language that they use. There's a lot of that has been incorporated into the film itself. Ranjit could have gone easily the other way around and said he could have completely created a new world of Malaysia, which none of us would have experienced anyway. But he wanted it to be realistic in nature, this film itself, so that people could relate to it.
Right.
So a lot of work has been gone into that. Because we were very clear that we didn't want to take away Rajisa's charisma, his style.
Okay.
That will be a sin. People will not forgive you if you do that.
I think those requests will turn into
Exactly. We didn't want that. We didn't want him to completely alienate his own mannerisms and whatever.